So, chapter 3 of our English textbook. It talks about smartphone addiction throughout the whole chapter, smartphone addiction, video game addiction, internet addiction, and how it's not getting the spotlight it really needs, especially in the U.S. The U.S. doesn't recognize smartphone addiction or technology addiction to be a thing yet, but across the world, it is causing almost an epidemic or just incredible amount of fits throughout the society. Countries like China, Japan, and South Korea recognize that as a problem, and they're starting to try to fight the issue and not just let it happen and be naive to it like the U.S. is doing right now. There's multiple studies across a wide variety of sciences. I know there was one with a chiropractor, there was one with behavioral scientists, other things, and it dated back to 1990s when one of the main scientists started his studies. It's showing that more people are addicted than we realize, and even when they are addicted, they're still making excuses about it, like everyone's using it, it's normal, it's fine. Another thing is it is a behavioral addiction, and not the same addiction as like drugs or alcohol. And the main reason why we're behavioral addicted to it is like everyone's doing it, so we categorize it as normal, but really it's not normal to be on your phones for like, I know some of my friends are on their phones 4, 5, 6 hours a day. I know mine's down to 2.5, 3, but even that's not good enough. You just want to use your phone once in a while. You don't want to be on it all day, just wasting time. So another reason why people are on their phone so much is it starts with checking habits. People, and I know in past chapters or even past articles we had to read, it's called the phantom vibration. It's like we're so addicted to our phones and technology and our devices where our brain will tell us that our phone's vibrating when it's really not, just because we want to feel more connected to the world than we really are. So we'll get in these checking habits from phantom vibrations. We'll get in it every time our phone actually does buzz, right away, look at our phone. And we also use it to feel uncomfortable. I know today I was waiting for a class and I was in the hallway about to walk in, but I was just standing there. So I was on my phone and I did it like it said in the chapter. We do it to feel comfortable a lot of the time. A lot of times we're in awkward situations, but we're checking our phone to feel more in control of the situation and not like we're just kind of being there sitting in the corner, standing in the corner by ourselves. We want to feel connected to something. Over time, this checking the phone, the checking habits end up leading to us to be more addicted. It makes sense though. We're checking our phone, we see someone Snapchat or someone texted us. So what are we doing? We're responding to them right away. And every time we respond to them, we expect more in return now. So we respond quick. We expect them to respond quicker, but normally it's not what happens. So we'll end up like feeling not overwhelmed or anxiety, but another thing our phones lead us to is physical psychosis, was basically we're drowning ourselves in so much information, so much social media in our phones that we use them to the point where we're disconnected from reality. And one of the articles was talking about that, or I think it was the last chapter actually, it was talking about how this guy will go to walks in his national park, and a lot of people are disconnected from reality from being on their phones, talking to people, not enjoying the scenery. One of the last things I'm going to talk about that the chapter talked about was, so FOMO has always been around. Everyone has FOMO. I know my parents had FOMO when they went to college or high school, or even with their friends nowadays. But with social media and phones, FOMO has increased because, say, on a Friday night, I'm here studying, but I'm checking my Snapchat story. I'm seeing texts from my friends, pictures from my friends of how much fun they're having. Phones have only increased that because people want to post and show the best parts of their life, and hanging out with friends tends to be what people post the most of. And I don't want to see my friends going out on a Friday night without me when I have to study, so that increases my FOMO and everyone else's FOMO in general. Connect. So, we've been talking about in this class a lot. Smartphone addiction, all this stuff. So this is nothing new. People are addicted to phones, don't want to recognize they're addicted to phones. But one of the things that is new is the checking habits. I mean, it's talked about a little and brought up in not real detail, but this brings it up in detail, and how our checking habits, the phantom vibrations and all that, can just lead to us being more addicted, and it makes sense. I mean, how couldn't it? You know, we're looking at our phones more. We want to be using them more. We want to be responding to people faster. We want them to respond faster to us. Reflect. How does it reflect on me? Definitely the FOMO. I could say that. I mean, I think everyone has FOMO, but like I said, going out, not being able to go out, you see all your friends having fun, it sucks. Or even with my friends back home, you know, like we're here at college, and I live in Pittsburgh, so my friends back in Pittsburgh get to go to like State College in Penn State, and they're having fun, all that stuff, and I'm down here, and yeah, sure, I have FOMO for that. But the checking habits too, definitely. I do check my phone. I mean, I don't really check my phone. I think I said in the article 20 times, 12 times a class period. Whenever I walk in class, whenever I'm doing homework, like right now, my phone's on Do Not Disturb. It's in my desk drawer. I'm not at that point where I'm checking my phone that much, but definitely when I'm out and around, walking around, uncomfortable places, I'm always checking my phone. Yeah, chapter 3 is good. Kind of chimed on the stuff we've been talking about a lot. But yeah.